Hello. So you've been working on your cosplays for a while. Maybe you've been in a competition for two. You've elevated yourself and you're thinking, maybe I could be one of those featured cosplayers that I see at conventions. I can't tell you specifically how it's going to work for you, but I can tell you my journey and how I got there. So the first thing I should tell you is that I'd been going to local mall conventions, sometimes entering the contest, even a couple of times being asked to judge those particular contests. Organizer was putting on an event called Wizards and Wands, and she asked me if I could come in my Dolores umbrage and set up a table and just pose for photo ops. So I quickly got some stuff together for a table, had some photos printed up, and I went. And I worked strictly for tips. I can't say that I made very much, but it was a lot of fun. And I didn't know it at the time, but that would lead me to be invited to the Granbury Paranormal Expo. Now, this was, the first time that I was going to, they told me I was going to have space. It was outdoors, so I needed to get a tent. We used our logo and had a banner printed up. I had some photos done, and I went as Winnie Sanderson. I really didn't have anything that you consider paranormal in my cosplay group, but I went ahead and made this as well as make some costumes for my son and husband. They supported me and they came out in this too. So this was my first real, like I'm a featured cosplayer kind of thing. I was, put out in the advertisements and stuff. But I can tell you that it was not close to our house. We paid for our own gas. We paid for our own hotel because it was, far enough away. It did cost me to do this event, but it got my name out there. It got me something on my resume that I could point to as having done it. And that's what often happens at the beginning. When you start going to these very first ones, don't expect to get paid. Kind of, you're putting your name out there. But while you're at these events, see if you can, if you can be in a panel or something with somebody, or if you can promote a skill that they can find useful. You want to make sure that you're giving to the event as much as possible. And so this was my very beginnings. Next time I'll tell you where the steps are from here. Thank you.